How have you been getting on lately?
Yeah, I'm alright. Went to the cinema. Got some exercise. I ate enough, not perfect, but then again, I wonder if I ever will be after what happened.
We've all been there, that's for sure. Look, I know this is what everyone tells you, but it gets better. It does. It's okay to be angry. It's normal, even. You can go through life leaving this unprocessed and keeping yourself numb, or you can take time to face it now and learn to live again. I remember when I lost my parents. Obviously a while ago now. It took me years to get over it. The hardest thing I ever did. But hey, that's life. How do you think you've been coping with it?
Well, it's been 8 months since we lost him. It's been tough. It's not really something I like to talk about outside of here for obvious reasons. I remember it was right after it happened. I was climbing, getting exercise like you suggested, and people kept coming up to me asking if I was okay, and I kept saying I was. I honestly thought that I was, and yes, he was gone and not coming back, and I knew that, but I don't know. It was like he just was still here, like he never left at all. Weird, really. Not something I can explain to you, even if I tried.
What you were experiencing was a kind of denial, which is completely normal for people going through any loss of any kind, especially a bereavement such as yours.
Right. Okay, well, anyway, over time, it really built up for me. And I started kind of resenting him for dying. Like, I don't know. Looking back, it feels really stupid, but everywhere I looked, I hated everyone around me. I felt like even if they were asking nice things, they didn't really care. That everyone around was out to get me. I don't really know, to be honest.
Yeah, that's very normal too. So, just another stage. A lot of people go through. Not everybody, but most people go through, kind of traditional stages. That's anger. Anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, actually. Can I talk to you about something I did the other day, which I kind of regret?
Yeah, of course. What happened?
Well, as I already said, I was climbing and...
Hi, excuse me. Well, I just wanted to say, I heard what happened to your friend, and I just wanted to say I hope you're okay.
I'm fine.
Are you sure? Because this kind of thing can really mess up a person. Remember when my mum died?
Yeah, I said I'm fine.
Okay, look, I was just trying to be nice. No need to get mad.
Look, I said I'm fine.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So, yeah, that's what happened. What do you think?
As a therapist, I can only see that as a good thing for you. I really appreciate you telling me that, but I understand you feel you were harsh on him. But you were, and you still are, really going through something. Because of that, I don't think you're in the wrong. Look, maybe if you see him again, apologise and explain your situation, I'm sure he'll understand.
Thank you. I didn't want that weighing on my conscience. Thank you very much.
Well, look, I think that's about all the time we have for this week. I've got you booked in for the same time next week, if that's all okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Perfect. See you then. Now remember you can call 24/7 if anything urgent comes up, but have a great week.
Thank you. You have a good week too.
Welcome back. How are we?
A little weird, to be fair. Something strange happened the other day. Do you mind if I talk about it?
Of course, that's why I'm here.
Well, as I think I mentioned before, I'm not particularly a religious person, but I felt I needed some divine guidance. Some rubbish like that. I don't know why I went to that church, but I'm glad I did. I don't know, it was really weird.
Right, okay, well, look, explain it for me from the start, you know? What was weird? What went on? Start from the top, and if I need to, I'll interject.
Okay, so I went to the church because I felt like maybe getting some spiritual guidance would help me out. As I said last week, I was angry at the world, thought that maybe this could help me out. Talk to God, see what He could do. I really don't know. I'm not a religious person.
Well, I mean, of course, we talked before about the stages of grief, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, I'd think from what you've just said that you've kind of reached that third stage, bargaining, which I think is one of the weirder ones. It makes you do things you normally wouldn't. I also think it's one of the less common stages that people go through.
Right. That's interesting. Anyway, I went to the church and I sat at one of those pews. I just kind of started thinking about life, about what happened, you know? And it was really weird, but I felt like I had some kind of vision. I don't know. Look, I have no explanation for this. I don't know if it was completely in my head. If it was, well, I don't know. Basically, what actually happened was. And it was like I'd seen him and he was being chased, and I don't know what happened to him after that, but it's really, really creepy.
Yeah, I can imagine seeing something like that was disturbing for you. How are you now?
I almost feel better for it. It's really strange to say that, but it's true. I like seeing him escape. Whatever that was makes me remember he'll be okay wherever he is.
Well, that's a good sign then. Perhaps you're coming to accept the past for what it was and move on. Of course, you'll always remember what he meant to you, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, I get that. I really do. It's just, I miss him.
Look, let me tell you, that part probably won't go away, but that is a good thing. You know, the fact that you miss him, it shows that you care. It shows that you continue to care. And he may be gone, but he won't ever be forgotten.
Right, yeah.
But that's about all the time we have for this week. Look, you know the drill at this point. You can call any time and we'll sort you out whatever you need. See you next week.
Thank you. I think I'm good for next week. We can check up again in 2 weeks, though. You've been a real help. I really appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for.